Hello and welcome to my treehouse again. We're on the ground floor today. I'm Amethyst Star Willow, and this is the reading for Group B. Once again, just to be clear, my readings I do at least 3 a week. I try to do 3 a week. They're A, B, and C. They're in no particular order. They're random. So whatever you come across it, whatever week, it doesn't matter. They're timeless. It's whatever you feel that you need at that moment, whatever resonates with you. They're a general reading, so it could cover a lot of things for you. So for some, you might recognize business in this. You know, the things that the cards are telling you. The situation for you might involve business, it might involve love or health, or see what resonates with you. And if this video doesn't resonate with you, check the link below. There are links to other videos in the description below. Okay, and if you like it, and if you like the video, please subscribe and share. So this reading is for Group B. Ta-da! Group B. And your little good luck symbol today is a dragon. You have a crystal dragon, a little crystal dragon for Group B. Okay, so let's get on with our little reading. Let's put the little dragon. I guess we'll stick you over here for right now, like a better place to put you. So Group B, again, as always, I think I usually state this, that I always try and start my videos with I ask the universe for a sign, an intention of the general feeling, what's kind of going on, what we need to think about, okay? And so for this particular group, I got commitment. And so this is going to be about your commitment to to some sort of situation. These are general readings. So again, this could be commitment to a project, commitment to your family, commitment to yourself, promises and ideas that you've made for yourself, commitments in relationships, or again to yourself, to live a healthier life, or to get, do additional studies or research on something. So it's about commitment, and it says, the frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. So a lot of faith here for you all is and commitment to that. The first card is your situation, and you have the Ten of Swords. And basically, the Ten of Swords is like it's a new cycle is beginning, right? The situation right now is like a new cycle is beginning with the tens. You're not, maybe everything that you wanted didn't come to fruition, or in the past. So this new cycle is beginning. You're brewing something new. You're trying to find something new in your life that you can salvage from what didn't work, and basically begin anew with this. So that is a very important thing at this time, I feel, too, because a lot of you may not realize, but you may have to cut some losses. It's also asking you to, like, if there are things that you're still hanging on to, if you haven't moved beyond them in this new cycle that's beginning for you, it's the time to, like, evaluate, cut your losses, and move forward into something absolutely new for you. To recognize that and acknowledge the past pain and suffering, and recognize that that's part of life. We all go through it. You survived it, okay? It did not kill you. You will be okay. You survived it. So focus on what you have left and let go. Forgiving whatever brought you pain, whether it was your own, lack of judgment, or whether it was others, betraying you, or just things just didn't work out. Let it go, bless it, release it, and move on. This is what the situation calls for right now. Your challenge is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is someone who has mastered finances. He's a wise counselor, an advisor. So it could mean several things. It could mean that either you need to seek the advice of wise counseling, professional counseling, be it, a lawyer or, a finance manager, or because it's pentacles. And pentacles also have to do with fertility and health, okay, because it's anything that the earth governs, which is riches, stability, all of that. So it's asking you to either seek counsel, higher counsel, or to seek the higher counsel within you, and to be organized, to lay out a plan, a good financial plan for yourself, whether it's for your family, whether it's for your business, your startup, whether it's just for you, a new house that you want to buy, you want to move to a new city. It's asking you to tend to your business. That's your challenge, to pay a little closer attention so that you can balance it, you know. So that's your challenge. What is your foundation? Is you have been working really hard towards something. You've done the work. This work feels good. It should feel good. This, or at least aspects of it. Maybe it didn't all pan out the way you wanted, but there were things left over, things that you worked so hard towards this, and you should be proud of that effort. You should really be proud, and that's what's the foundation for everything. It's you working at your craft and loving it, a sense of joy. And if you don't have that joy, find that joy, find that joy that makes you feel, that something that makes you feel good inside about yourself and about what you're doing, that you're passionate about. And what is behind you is actually a sort of like a journey. This new project that you took on, that you've studied for. You took a risk, you took a chance, and it's a Knight of Wands, and wands are fire. It may have to do with communication, and you have to be careful with the knights, because the knights can be a little bit impetuous. They can sort of rush in at times. So make sure that that you have done your research, and that you take your time too. Don't rush into anything. It's never a good idea to rush into things. Sometimes like if there's something, the house is on fire, you got to run out. Okay, so you grab the kids and go, and the pets and go, whatever. There are situations where you do have to act quickly, but when it comes to planning a family, when it comes to planning a business, when it comes to planning your life, your adventures, your passions, take your time, allow it to grow. And so this is your past, was you moving in that direction of something new, a new opportunity. You were thinking about it. And what is crowning you right now is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups has a lot of wisdom. He also shares with his community. He has confidence, he lacks for nothing. He knows how, and by I say he, it's not gender specific. It's the energy, right? So this could be a woman. You could be a girl that feels this way. This could be, the reader might be a woman, somebody out there this may pertain to. So it's the energy of the king. And the King of Cups, deals with emotions, with passions, with the subconscious. So he's bringing all these energies together, all these thoughts, all these, he's researched and bringing all these elements together to master himself and his environment. You're going into the immediate future is the moon. And whenever I see the moon is it's a beautiful card. It's about the subconscious, but so everything that you are looking for is available to you. Maybe not at this moment. So things may not be completely clear right now. The moon is also shining into the lake, and so it's also a caution of the lake and the image of the moon is not the moon. So don't get lost in illusions, because the moon is also about illusions, about things and people that may not be, or certain aspects of your project or your inquiry is not on the table. In other words, there are certain aspects of it, elements of it that are hidden, and you can access those elements in several ways. One is asking for guidance, asking your angels, your guides, your subconscious, your higher self, through meditation, through a long walk, and just letting it go, and then it just comes to you. basically it's a warning that in the future, this immediate future that you're stepping into, not all the cards are on the table. So do your research, take your time, don't rush, and allow the universe to show you what is really going on. Okay. The card of sort of like yourself right now, what you need to be aware of is a lack of confidence. Like maybe something happened. Obviously, with this first situation card, things didn't quite manifest the way you wanted. Maybe you've got to cut your losses, and that could have had a feeling for you that left you a little bit uncertain of yourself and your abilities and your perception and the ability to see things clearly. Alternatively, it could mean that there are people around you that aren't being honest with you or totally honest with you. Maybe it could be anything from little white lies to just outright not letting you see what they don't want you to see. So be careful, because you're also getting that in the moon. The moon is saying that everything isn't out in the open, and it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means be careful. Okay, and that's what you're going into. So of course you're feeling that, but as far as your confidence, have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself. um, if you need to meditate, to read some books on supercharging yourself, a little bit of self-help or some therapy or whatever, just to talk with yourself or with others, that's fine too, because don't forget that what was crowning you was also wisdom, the king of cups. And the king of cups could stand for a therapist or a doctor, a healer, or a close friend or wise counsel. And because it's cups, it has to deal with the heart, or something that is that you love very much, something that is very dear to you. Okay. And your surrounding right now, the situation around you is like the ace of pentacles, excuse me. So there's a new possibility with finances again, with stability, there is a like almost like a recuperation happening in your environment right now, either within you or around you, surrounding you. And it's a place of that you can trust, as far as um, you can trust that energy is going to help heal you. You can trust, like, resting with your whether it's your family or loved ones, or just in your own place, and you have faith in yourself and in your ability that you will be able to manifest something very good for yourself. And again, the pentacles have to do with stability, they have to do with nurturing, with health, with fertility, with finances. So this is like the beginning of something new. And that doesn't surprise me, because this is the end of the cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, and of letting go of that which did not work for you. Okay. And your hopes and fears have to do again with stability, with whether it's for yourself, for your family, for your business. You want a stable environment. You want to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor, let's say. And the harvest is also about what we put out is what we get back, what we receive. So our efforts and that we have given into something is not ever totally wasted. Even if things didn't come out exactly the way you planned, you will reap the rewards of your efforts, of that you put forth. It's not just going to go away. So this is your hopes and your fears, that you will be able to have that financial and home, and the security, the plenty, the abundance. And this is not just your hope, but it's also your fear, meaning that maybe you're afraid you're not going to be able to receive it. So stop thinking that way. Think positive. You can achieve it. Just have a little more faith. Do a little more research. Get some more information if you need to. The advice of those wiser than you, if need be. And no matter what others say, always back it up with some research of your own and your own gut feeling. Part of the moon is also accessing your higher self, your subconscious mind. You know, whatever you need to know is always within you. It's at your reach. The universe provides it. You know, provides it to all of us. We all have access to to this information. We are all sparks of the infinite. And so when we plug in, or meaning when we plug in, to me, I always see it as plugging into the universe, and into, you know, I'm panpsychic, and so into all the different energies, to see what comes to me, to see what I'm feeling for that particular thing that I need to know. And I will ask for assistance. And the universe is very subtle, so it's not just necessarily going to bop you upside the head and give you the information. But if you're quiet, if you meditate, it'll rise up in you, and somehow serendipitously it'll show up. It'll manifest in your life, and you will gain that. It will give you that clarity that you need to be able to continue you know, on your endeavor, your journey. Your outcome is really good. You have the wish card. Yes, you have the 9 of Cups. So again, this could be a love, you know, your love life, your relationship, you know, your family, your passion, whatever is very close to your heart, because cups are to deal with emotions in the heart and the subconscious. Is your wish is fulfilled, your wish is coming true. So have a little faith. Um, Understand that things take time. They're not going to immediately, you know, all is not revealed at the same time. There are certain things that will always be hidden from us, but we can ask for guidance, you know, and we can watch. We can sort of step back and be the silent observer and watch and see how things go, instead of just rushing in, half blind, you know, or with only half the information. And the other part of your outcome is that it shows that there's going to be, you're going to have a new idea too. Not only are you going to reap the rewards of this new endeavor that you're having, but it's going to lead to other ideas as well. You know, the start of yet a new, another project, or another branch for that project. So stay aware, and be happy, be joyful, okay? Because this is coming for you. This is definitely coming for you. Again, you just, you know, plan it out. You know, that's your challenge, is to plan it out, and I don't mean you got to have every little thing, but be organized. You know more or less where you're going. When you start a trip, you don't just get in your car and say, okay, I'll end up in Canada or San Francisco or, you know, New York City or whatever. You know, you sort of plan the route. You know, if you're driving, you want to make sure that you're on the right path, you're on the right road. So there's a certain amount of planning. You may not plan every single little stop or side stop or whatever, but you have the idea of where you're going, and that's necessary in your life, to have a pretty clear idea of where you want to go, and then leave room for the universe to you know, to alter that a little bit here and there for your benefit, you know, because everything isn't always known. You know, you might get to a gas station that's out of gas, or there might be a detour, but, you know, if you pray, if you have faith, if you ask questions and guidance, you will find the next route. But harvest also means being prepared. So make sure that you are prepared. In other words, harvest is also like planning for the winter, or planning for the times when, you know, for times that may be scarce, but you'll be okay because you plan things out. And because there's so many pentacles, I also say, you know, with your finances, make sure that you're planning that, okay? Make sure that you are, you know, considering all aspects of it, and save something. Don't just blow all your money or in investments or whatever, you know. Just be mindful. Be mindful for yourself, and be mindful for the people that you love, you know, so that you're never burdening others, you know, and that you're in a position like the King of Cups, that is able to help others if necessary, you know, if they need it, you know, you can share with others. And then you've got another funny, because you've got Founding Day, which is a call to pay attention. to be mindful, to stand firm, to be aware so you can foresee the consequences of your actions and make better choices, make informed choices. So you're getting that a lot with the Kings, to pay attention. It doesn't mean to like squeeze the life out of it or whatever, but it means to pay attention and to do some planning and to be thoughtful, right? Be thoughtful. So you have that one. You also have a moment, and that kind of is like this moment of stillness is in the midst of a busy schedule. Let's say that you're doing all this planning. Don't forget to balance. Don't forget to take time out to meditate, to dance, to take a walk, to bake a cake, to disconnect so that you can gain clarity and insights. Because when you're so busy doing stuff and planning and trying to micromanage and take control of everything, you're not allowing room for real growth. You're not allowing those serendipitous moments that the universe is going to bring to you, that's going to clarify an unknown. So yeah, take those moments to meditate. No matter how busy you are, like get up, walk around, go outside, get on your stationary bike or your treadmill, or just, whatever, dance, put on some music for 10 minutes and just sway to the beat of the whatever it is that floats your boat. Just stillness can be the most powerful tool for inspiration. So for you all that have a creative project or even a financial project, or your home or your children, your family, whatever, take that time. You need that time for introspection so that you see things clearer and can make better decisions. And that's almost like the founding day, the whole foreseeing the consequences of things so you can make better decisions. And if you're so busy and you're so involved and you're so obsessed with whatever is going on, you're not giving yourself the space and the time necessary for those new ideas to cultivate, for those missing pieces of the puzzle to sort of float into your mind sphere, into the realm of your mind, these ideas. Okay. Another reminder for you to play Daisy and the What is this? Daisy and the Dandelion. So about your inner child. This is so important. And this leads back to your foundation, by the way, because the foundation was working on a project or something that you wanted that makes you joyful, that makes you proud. It's like, wow, this makes me feel good, and I want to share this. I want to do this. It just, this was maybe a dream you had as a child, or at some point in your life where you felt childlike, and I don't mean childish, I mean childlike, innocent, where you felt, this tremendous amount of possibility in your dreams. And so it's saying, don't forget about that. That is part of your life. Life is to be enjoyed too, even if it's in stolen moments, but, try and find the balance and try to do things with love, and don't forget that spark that you had, that creative, I don't know, how can I put it, this love for this unique thing that maybe nobody else believes in, but that you do. Just plan it out, because you can make it come true no matter how ridiculous it sounds. We're all here, we're all born here for a reason and a purpose, even if we don't know it. And there are many cycles to those purposes. In other words, you may begin one cycle because that was the purpose for you at that time, that the universe needed you to do something. And whatever it was, even if it didn't come out completely the way you expected it, it's okay. It's okay. Just take the good things that you learned from it, and remember the lessons that were hard won, the ones that were painful. Don't take that pain with you, but remember where you went wrong, and kind of, whether it was an error in thinking, or just because you went through like the Knight of Wands a little too quickly, without knowing all the information. So always leave room for growth and enjoy yourself. Don't forget, you are a divine child of the universe, and be childlike. It's okay to be childlike, not childish, there's a difference, but childlike. That innocence, that love, that longing, that belief in a dream. Okay, take time to play, smell the roses or the dandelions. I still like to, when I see dandelions, pick them up, make a wish and blow the seeds out into the wind and see what seeds may take, what wishes may come true. You're being required to also, it's asking you to be independent. And independent is, again, talking about storing supplies for the winter, to take charge of your life, of your home, of your finances, and all the details, the small details, to keep track of them too. Again, it's asking you to have organization, not obsession, go with the flow, but keep track of that. Don't squander your resources, your finances, your time. Be mindful of that. Set stuff aside for the winter, for the harvest, okay? Set some of that aside for the rainy day, as they say, because it's great to be independent. I mean, there's nothing better than feeling like, you don't need to have others take care of you. You can take care of yourself and more. You're in a position where if there's a real need, you can help others. Nothing is more gratifying than that. That is just like, wow, just beautiful. So again, a call to be independent, to store your supplies, and remember that good organization is the cornerstone of empowerment, right? Of empowerment. And I don't mean to go crazy with it either. You don't need to write a note for every little thing, but do keep track of stuff and do keep track of your supplies and resources. It's reminding you that life is about compromise. It's about give and take. It's about generosity. And not, and this is also a warning not to be obsessive, beware of obsessions and controls. So beware for those of you that tend to obsess, to think too much about things, to overthink things. Make sure that you are taking time to rest, to enjoy, to, as they say, as it said right here, take a moment to meditate, to play in your garden, to sing a song, to dance, to do whatever you want, but just disconnect from the obsession of trying to figure out every little thing. There's got to be a balance between heart and mind. So that's what give and take is asking you to do. It's also asking you that if you are, that you may very well be this new business, because you have the wish card, and part of your wishes may be to share with others, your friends, your family, the community, the world, to inspire the world towards healing and prosperity and generosity. And there it is, the crowning, the King of Cups. Again, something that is very dear to you, some wish, something that has to do with the heart. So it is about give and take. It's very, very important too. And especially if you're in a relationship, compromise is everything. Being present for others as well as yourself is very important. Balancing their needs with your own is very important. If you're constantly pouring from your cup to fill everybody else's, after a while, you won't have enough to give. So you need those moments, those times out to recharge, to reflect, to do things for yourself as well, so that you can also help others. And by doing things for yourself and by standing up in your own power, by taking care of you, you're showing others that it can be done and inspiring them to do the same. So okay, so we're running out of room. We got the destroying angel. And the destroying angel is like, I love D&D. I love to play games. I mean, like board games. So anyway, in D&D, I remember when I first started playing, I was, a scout, and and we started at first level. There were other people that were in that group, but they were all like either, wizards or whatever, and none of them could really take care of themselves. So I would I gotta step up to the plate and take care of my team. And that's all well and good, but the destroying angel is about, running in and taking care of everything and not delegating and trying to control everything on your own. And it's taking the lead without maybe regards to others, or thinking that they can't take care of themselves. And it's saying, if you try to take care of everything all the time on your own, You don't ask for help. You don't delegate. You're also not giving others the room to grow. So one of the things that I found in the first campaign that I was on is that after a while, as the wizards and the druids and everybody else gained some more, strength, I didn't have to, as a scout, I didn't have to, like, protect everybody. They could protect them. I could be there. I could stand by. I could stand behind them or check things out in front of them, and be, like their ally, part of their team that, watches out for them. But I didn't have to do everything for them. They were quite capable of doing things, and it brought them great joy to be able to do things. We all have our parts to play, and we all want to be able to contribute, and this is important, especially when we are very independent, okay? And some of us are very independent, we like to do things for ourselves because maybe we, in life, we were disappointed a lot by people, that just, let us down. And so we were in situations where we couldn't rely on others, and so we had to do it all. And that becomes such a habit. It becomes such a habit, and if you're not careful, it can stunt the growth of others, and it can really turn other people off, because people want to help, and you got to allow them to help you too, right? So there's that balance of not taking away other people's desire for growth and desire to help. So if this is a reading of like a business, and you're the leader of the business, don't forget that you have fellows, other people that work with you that also have great ideas, and maybe they're not at your level, but that's okay. You can train them, and you can allow them to have their ideas and bring it to the table and work it out. They have something meaningful to say too, so don't ignore that. Like I said, the universe speaks to us and brings us information in many, many ways, and not the least of which is maybe other people around you, that have something meaningful to say or contribute. Another card what we got is Heather, which is luck, and again, it's community. Heather is a very communal plant. It's something that it represents celebration, community, helping one another, enjoying the fruits of our labors together. All that is good in life is basically what it's representing, and that mirrors your Nine of Cups, your wish card, everything that is good in life, all your dreams, all the good things, which is also right here. Which is also right here with your King of Cups. And don't forget, we started out with the very first commitment. So commit to keeping track of things, being a little more organized but not obsessed, and allowing others to have their say, and seeing what gems and what good things that they bring to the table as well. And then what we have here is to discover your courage. We have the dragon, and the dragon is all about fortitude and victory, about healing, about courage, about strength, about healing old wounds. And remember in the beginning when I said the situation was that there may be things or people that you have to let go of. Things didn't work out quite the way you wanted. So the situation, the Ten of Swords, was, accepting that, life is at times painful, but that it's necessary in order to move on, to bless and release that which did not work. So again, the dragon is telling you to stand in your courage, to allow yourself to release those things that don't serve you, so that you can heal. And the dragon actually is a healing. It's a promise of healing of old wounds. It's a promise of emotional triumph, of glorious accomplishments. It's a promise of victory, and fortitude. Just be courageous, be strong, be mindful, So overall, you've had this incredible reading. And one of the things that I want to do right now for you is that I want to bring about my little wheel. And this one actually is, I do all kinds of different wheels for different intents and purposes. And this one actually, when Irma came, it was by my front door. I had 2¼ acres of land, and the house was fine. All the trees in the woods. The what do you call it? Lucia, the I had a shed next to it that was demolished. The trees, half of them were gone. The other half were broken in half. But the house stood. And I left this just before, because we had to evacuate. And I was like, oh God. And so I did. And I just prayed. And I feel like this really kept the place intact. There's orgone energy. There's a lot of things. To me, this is a journey wheel that I made specifically for that. So I'm going to use the pendulum. We have everything here from, amethyst to what is the name of that stone? ¿Cómo se llama? Herkimer diamonds to pyrite to hematite. Just everything is done. And when I did this, I was in this sort of a trance when I wielded it together. There's copper and everything for the purpose of understanding, of protection, of knowing the route that I needed to go. It's sort of like the tree of life with many routes or many roots, many branches. So where in this wheel did I need to focus my attention on? So I'm going to try and put it so we can see it. Okay, so I'm going to pray. What do we need to know that would help the reader right now the best way? Whoever is out here that needs to know this information, which way should they go? So what should they know? What is it that they need to know? It's pointing dead center at belief, perspective. All right, it's going between belief and perspective. So it's asking you about your perspective. You might want to change. And it's also spinning towards healing. So I see healing, belief, trust, and perspective. So those are the things that you should focus on. Back to perspective and belief. So those two things, perspective and belief in yourself. Remember, you got the card. You got the card for self, which was self-confidence. And it's telling you to believe. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see? Oh gosh, I don't think you can see. But anyway, it's asking you to believe. Can you see that? It says belief right there. Belief and perspective. Let's see if I can. I don't think this is going to show you perspective. So it's asking. Oh, it showed you relationships. That's all right. Perspective is out of your view. Belief and perspective. And perspective has to do with your change of view, as far as, knowing that you are worthy, even if things didn't come out the way you planned exactly. And to have faith in yourself, have faith in yourself and let go of that which no longer serves you. Have the courage. The dragon card, the little dragon was telling you, have the courage to stand up for your beliefs, to let go of that which doesn't serve you, and know that you are healing. You are healing. You will be healed. You will be victorious. Additionally, the strongest points were belief and perspective, but at one point it also touched healing and trust. So trust the healing process. Don't be in such a rush. Trust that the answers that you seek will come to you. Okay? Have faith. I'm praying for you all as always, 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 always. I pray for all of us because I feel like we all need that clarity. We're at a time and place in this century, that, we need clarity. We're like, I feel like we're moving forward to another time, another a higher evolution for us, a higher awareness and understanding and manifestation of our dreams, that's going to help all of us. It's going to benefit our planet and each other. So have faith, belief, because my God, you've got all the cards, the wish card, everything pointing at your success. Just be mindful and don't squander your time, your energy, your love, and your money. That's not to say not to give. It just means be careful where you put it and ask for guidance. You're never alone. Ever, ever, ever. We are the sparks of the infinite. It is with us always and forever. All you need to do is tap into it. Know that it is always with you. So all you have to do is open your heart and ask, and it will, in your mind, and it will pour forth. And in so many serendipitous ways, it will show you the answer. Just pay attention. And you do that by meditation and taking time out, right? Taking time out to rest, to meditate, to play. All right, my loves. That's the end of our reading for now. I will see you again. If you like it, please share, subscribe if you want to know, you want more videos. Yep. And have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed, and beautiful day.